My review is based off of the movie Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down is based on a true story, and nothing makes the movie better than knowing this is an actual event that once took place. It makes it that much more powerful and intense. This is based on a near disastrous battle of Mogadishu, Somalia, that took place on October 3rd, 1993. The film was finally put out in the year of 2001, starring Josh Hartnett, Eric Bana, William Fechner, Orlando Bloom, and several other actors that were able to make this one of the best within action-packed military movies. So, what made this movie one of the best within its genre? Special Forces was within Somalia to help the government and bring supplies such as food and aid that the population needed. Additionally, the Somali warlord was to be captured by Special Forces. What made this possible was, of course, Black Hawk helicopters, hence the name of the movie. As the Black Hawks began to get closer to the ground, an unexpected attack by Somalian forces suddenly brings these helicopters down abruptly. From this point, the U.S. soldiers have no choice but to fight back for their lives. As the soldiers are doing so, they are in the midst of heavy gunfire with no escape in any direction. According to Elvis Mitchell from New York Times, the film was adapted by the best-selling account by Mark Bowden, which stacked up detail. Mr. Scott's slathering of visual elements is the pictorial correlative of the author's work. If you like action-packed military movies that puts you on edge, then this is the movie for you. The scenes in which the battle is taking place makes the audience feel as though they are in the middle of the battle. What's better than seeing how heroic the military is and how they put their lives on the line? I would recommend this movie to anyone because it opens the eyes of the audience and it allows them to see what can happen across seas in a battle while we lay at home watching movies such as this one. This isn't just another war movie. As a matter of fact, it has 6 Oscar nominations, and it's simply based on a true story. Of course, this movie is going to have a lot of intense war scenes, but it's also very intimate and close when it comes to the actors' feelings. You can see and feel the passion behind every scene and actor within this movie. When an actor is telling their life story or something that happened to them, you see the passion behind it, and you see them just light up inside. No, these actors didn't experience the traumatic event themselves, but they are dedicated to the goals, their service, and to each other. This is the exact meaning of brothers, as they say in the military. You believe in these relationships and characters, and that's what makes this movie so passionate and believable. A huge eye-opener and something that is not found in a lot of war movies that we see nowadays is that this one shows real footage and radio transmissions from the actual war itself. So this is something that you don't see in every war movie that we can typically go see in the movies. These real footages and these transmissions that we see in this movie is what makes it so realistic and makes it so real for the audience. It makes it feel as if they're there and they just want to reach out and help all the soldiers that are, fighting for their lives and fighting for everybody in the United States. As I said before, this movie is definitely one of those that makes you feel appreciative of those that are across seas fighting for our lives every day. And we don't realize it. And while we're here at home watching a movie such as this one, they might be far, far away from their family fighting for our lives. So this is definitely a movie I would recommend for everybody to see. It's not just your typical war movie. It's much more than that. It's much more sentimental. It's got much more evidence. It's much more real for the audience. And this is why I recommend watching Black Hawk Down.